Good morning, guys. We've got massive changes today. Probably one of the best updates for quality of life, maybe for this entire year. Run energy changes. So let's take a look at what we have here. So no matter what your New Year's resolution is, we expect you to hit the ground running in 2025. So throughout 2024, we held 2 separate betas featuring 3 iterations of changes to one of old school's hottest topics, how fast your run energy drains and restores. We've chatted about this loads in our beta blogs, which you can find here and here, so we'll spare you from us digging too deep. So basically, they want to change run energy to make it better for newer players and for experienced players. Now, it's kind of weird. I've been playing the leagues for almost 2 months now, and I kind of forgot about run energy completely. So you'll notice that the numbers below differ from those in our second beta because we went away and made changes based on your feedback. We'll also be responding to your feedback after today. So let's see what these look like. So at a glance, here's what we're changing. So considerably improved energy regeneration at lower agility levels while leaving it unchanged at level 99. Energy drains more slowly in all scenarios at every weight and agility level. This becomes more significant as agility level and weight increases. So basically, improved energy regeneration at lower level agilities, and energy drains slow in all scenarios at every weight and every agility level. So this is just a huge buff overall. Let's see how good this is. Okay, so we've got energy regeneration. So the existing formula for regenerating energy looks like this. So agility level divided by 6 plus 8. So keep in mind that behind the scenes, run energy scales between 0 and 10,000. This means that at level 1 agility, your regen rate is 1 divided by 6 plus 8, which gives you a regen rate of 8 per tick, since we always round down. To regenerate from 0 to 100%, it would take 1,250 ticks or 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's at level 1, and the difference is at level 99, it will take about 4 minutes and 10 seconds. So the formula which you'll be experiencing today looks like this. So agility level divided by 10 plus 15. Okay, so this is the chart. So basically the new and the old. So as you can see, the higher level agility, the regen rate doesn't really matter as much, but when you are a lot lower, it is a huge increase. Okay, so we've got energy drain rates. So in our last beta, energy drain was almost always slower than the behavior you're used to, where anybody above level 54 agility would always find themselves running longer before their energy drained to 0. A lot of you felt that drain rates were still a little too high, particularly in the early stages of the game, and that there are still a heavy reliance on passively regenerating by walking or standing still in order to really get value out of your agility levels. True, I always kind of found that agility levels didn't have the biggest impact ever, and maybe they should. So with that in mind, we've adjusted drain rate farther so that it is always an improvement over existing behavior. It can be a little tricky to show these numbers off easily since both weight and agility level play a factor now, but we'll try our best. So for comparison, here's how the behavior you're used to stacks up against what we're implementing today. So some more math right here. So let's just get to the chart to kind of make it a little bit easier to see. Okay, so let's just take a look at the blue one, for example, right here. So that's at 64 kilograms, the heaviest you can be. So say you're doing like Blast Mine, or you got some heavy armor on and Slayer, whatever, right? So this is the old right here, and like that, that's the drain rate right there. And then the new is this line right here. So as you can see, the higher level agility you have, it's going to be draining a lot slower instead of just basically being flatlined. Okay, so as we mentioned above, we'll be keeping a close eye on your feedback, particularly in places where run energy tends to matter, like the Chambers of Xeric solo, God Wars dungeon trips, and Herbivore. We're especially interested in hearing from newer accounts about how these changes affect early game questing, hunter rumors with limited teleport options, traditional rune crafting, and anything else you'd like us to know about. So yeah, it's one of those things where run energy is, you know, it is just annoying kind of at the end of the day. And I know they're stamina potions and they have a purpose and whatever, but I don't know. It's one of those things like no matter how you want to keep old school, it's really not cool to just be walking. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, come on, that's just annoying at the end of the day. Like, how hard do you really want this game to be? And especially for things like Chambers of Xeric, like if I do like my 1-0 method, I'm taking like 3 stamina potions just to kill Ohm. So if I can save a lot of those now, and also for just questing too, man, especially like day 1 your account, you have 1 agility and you're trying to do some questing, that is freaking awful when you just, you know, have to walk every 5 minutes. Great updates. I can't wait to see what it looks like in game. So in other news, the league's 5 reward shop. So there are just 2 weeks left to enjoy the leagues, the Raging Echoes. Now's the time to check off those last few goals and scoop up some remaining league points 100%. On that note, League's 5 reward shop will open its doors next week. And in next week's update, so you can pick up all of your snazzy rewards you've had your eyes on. So next week, that's very interesting. We also have a small update regarding one of the league's rewards. During testing, we noticed, so basically they had to switch the size of the portal and sort of like what it looks like. So yeah, that's it. That's okay. And we've got a lot of other changes, which there's a bunch of them in here. They removed the Christmas event, right? So the dogs will remain, which is kind of cool. Here is the one that's really big though, right here. Okay, so we're going to talk about this one for a second. So to prevent mega scale boosting abuse at the Chambers of Xeric, we've changed how unique rewards are distributed. So now players who leave a raid in progress are eligible to receive unique items, but if they would do so, the reward is discarded. So if you actually think about that for a second, it is a little crazy because so people that were paying for these boosting services, right? If they just leave the raids and they try and give like this, like, you know, 1 defense Ironman, a twisted bow type thing, they try and get it for him or whatever. Now they get a twisted bow in their name. It automatically just gets deleted out of the game, which is kind of insane. I'm not too sure how this is going to work, but it is one of those things where I think the problem is the reason people are boosting this is because Chambers of Xeric has so many uniques and it's so hard to get a purple. Maybe change the rates for us to get a purple. I don't know. I've never personally boosted myself, but it is just one of those things where it's very, very frustrating how dry you can go. Like some people went like 2, 3, 4,000 kills dry of a twisted bow. So there are RuneFest attendee exclusive hoodies that you can get, which is very, very cool. Now, if I was able to actually get tickets and go to RuneFest, I would 100% order one of these. Maybe the next time they throw this on, this RuneFest thing, make it so that anyone can buy tickets, or I don't know, like it was just a disaster. Like all the bots or whatever were just buying the tickets, and I literally wanted to go. Like I live in Canada and I was gonna book a trip and go there, and you know, but it's one of those things where I can't get tickets, and it's just unfortunate. But these do look very, very sick, very cool, and I would love to actually get one, but again, can't go to RuneFest. But yeah, massive updates overall. I can't wait to actually hop into game when the league is over and test out the run energy. It's just overall just a great quality of life thing, and I think that's really what the game should focus on quite a bit this year, is just making it better to play. Like all these really annoying things, keep it old school, like no. You know, like we're not going to add the evolution of combat, but like really run energy, like this is just something that makes the game better at the end of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.